So, having said that, lean back, and I'm handing over to Tina about the Visit Helsinki story and share with us, please, what Helsinki did to move into this direction. I'm stopping my screen again, and Tina, I'm handing over to you again.
Thank you, Andreas, and thank you, Elke. Just a second, I will put the presentation in the presentation mode. But I can already start. So good morning to everyone. My name is Tiina Katylamaki. I work as a senior advisor at the Tourism and Destination Management at the City of Helsinki. For some reason, I cannot put it in the presentation mode. Now it should be there. All right. So I will tell you briefly about Helsinki's approach to regenerative tourism. A little bit of background to understand Helsinki better in the first slide. So Helsinki is a Nordic capital surrounded by nature. And I would say that Finland is a relatively young country with over just 100 years of independence. Especially since the closure of the Russian border in the east, attracting international visitors has become increasingly important for us. And we have actually very ambitious plans to grow tourism in our city. But we do want to grow tourism in a responsible and mature way, of course. Even though you could see Helsinki almost like an island on the Baltic Sea, it is important to remember that we are really part of the bigger world. And that is why we also want to do what is right before things might go wrong. And in the city of Helsinki, the climate goals are really high at the moment on our city's agenda. And this is why sustainability is also an important part of how we approach tourism growth. And I would say there are two pathways that we are following at the moment. Firstly, we rank number one already on the Global Destination Sustainability Index, and we are doing actually great work within the sustainability. And we will, of course, continue our efforts with the industry. Besides that, we have started to develop regenerative tourism within Helsinki with our stakeholders and companies, and we have started to build new experiences in a more regenerative way. And we actually started our regenerative tourism journey a little over a year ago. And like Elke mentioned, we have also been learning along the way a lot. And over the past year, we have developed a regenerative tourism action plan to start with everything, learned from leading experts in Finland and internationally. We have engaged in a lot of discussions with a wide range of stakeholders and explored a lot of different opportunities within regenerative tourism. And we have also brought together a group of businesses who are interested in advancing regenerative tourism. And actually, what started as a handful of businesses has grown into something bigger. And those first participants, who you can actually see now in the picture, they are actually very enthusiastic and very passionate group of people. And they have asked to invite others to join the network as well. And so the network has already started to expand during the first year of our work. And I would say that what has been really interesting about the network is that the group is very diverse because it includes both of large and small organizations as well as public and private actors. And many of them come from the tourism sector, but then there are also actors that come from outside of tourism sectors. But we have all been working together very well. And we have seen actually interest from a wide range of organizations and individuals. For example, we have our largest conference and event venue developing regenerative tourism. We have the zoo located in Helsinki, and then we also have small one-person businesses in our network. And I would say that the thing that brings them together is the curiosity about regenerative tourism and a willingness to explore it, like what it means in practice. And together with the network, we have started to learn how to design tourism experiences in a more regenerative way. And Elke has actually been a great help in this. And we have followed in the productization path, we have actually followed these 4 principles. And the first one, Elke said something already about it, but the first one is being rooted in place. How do we develop experiences that are appropriate for our place and tell our past, present, and future story? The second principle is stewarding. How can we design experiences so that they support our health and wealth regenerating capacity? The third one is empowering. How can we make sure that the other local companies, residents, producers, and for example, guides can benefit and grow with us? And the first one is development and transformation through it. How do we develop experiences with a deep impact that helps all participants, which includes visitors as well, to develop their thinking, being, behavior, and take it home with themselves? And to better understand what kind of place Helsinki is, we had to have a place identity research. And we started this research with the question to better understand what is Helsinki. Is it sauna? Is it midnight sun? Or is it the endless darkness we have during the autumn months? Or is it the father figures that are pushing baby strollers on the streets? Or maybe we are a nature city. And through this research, we gained better and deeper understanding of Helsinki through place identity research. So we already knew that Helsinki is very closely connected to nature, but what we perhaps didn't fully understand was the potential of our design heritage, our culture, and then our social sustainability. And for example, values such as equality and trust are very deeply embedded in our society, and we might often take them a little bit for granted. So in many ways, I would say they are like hidden strengths, but they have actually played a major role in shaping who we are in Helsinki and who is Helsinki as a city as well. And as you can see in the middle, there is a one person's name I have placed there in the middle because he's a person who has brought many of these elements together. And that person is architect Alvar Aalto. And Alvar Aalto is actually internationally known architect who actually captured the essence of Helsinki, I would say. He has created important parts of the city, and he also continues to inspire us in the future. And he has had a major influence on the design of our city. Here in the picture, you can see Finlandia Hall, a building that he has designed. And he has even had an impact on our public health because he, in the past, he designed, for example, furnitures that help tuberculosis patients breathe better. He has designed saunas, and in many ways, he has helped design Helsinki itself. And the Finlandia Hall, it stands right in the center of Helsinki. And at the moment, they actually opened Finlandia exhibition almost 1 year ago. And the exhibition tells the story of Alvar Aalto. And I would say it's for anyone interested in regenerative tourism is a must-see place in Helsinki. And the Finlandia Hall, they are actively working on making the experience more regenerative. And if you're visiting Helsinki, you should get to know Alvar Aalto, his ideas and his regenerative way of thinking. And maybe you can learn something from them, you can apply them in your own work and take hopefully something home with you. Like I already mentioned, at the network, we also have Helsinki Zoo. It's called Korkeasaari Zoo. It lies on an island almost at the center of Helsinki, and they have also been involved in developing regenerative tourism. And at the moment, they are actually testing out an adult camp called Conservation Heroes, and it is for people who want to learn more about biodiversity. And in the future, they might also explore how these camps could help address loneliness, which is a growing societal challenge. And at the same time, the participants who are taking part of the camp, they can learn from animal behavior and group dynamics, which is a very interesting perspective. But then you can also see from the pictures which were taken in April that the participants can also take part in actually building something for the animals. And here, actually, Elke was participating here, and they were building an actual fence for these animals, which you can see in the picture. Then we have Suomenlinna Island. Suomenlinna is actually one of our most visited places in Helsinki and one of the most visited places in Helsinki archipelago. And it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it's also a place where local people live. And all these things make together the fact that we have to actually really take care of that place. And there is a local society and then a governing body of Suomenlinna Island who developed a World Heritage Guardians concept for the island. And that is a walk, actually calm walking tour in the sea fortress where the history, cultural landscape, and then local life meet. And I would say that it helps the visitors to understand how they can support the vitality of the UNESCO World Heritage Site, and then tells about how to balance between nature, the built environment, and the local community, and how it is maintained while also offering insights into more responsible visits and heritage care. Then this is probably, I shouldn't say so, but I can say this is probably my favorite concept at the moment. We have developed within the city a Helsinki Friend concept, and this was also kind of like product tested this April in collaboration with Oodi Library, which is also at the center of Helsinki. And the idea of this concept is to connect international visitors with local Helsinki friends and create personal and relaxed experiences in Helsinki. But it is not about like guiding the visitors around Helsinki, but to create like authentic local experiences through people, foster cultural exchange, and actually show what the everyday life in Helsinki is actually about. And going forward, we are very excited to expand the concept, and hopefully in the future, you can, besides seeing Oodi Library, you can go to a museum with the Helsinki Friend. Maybe you can go into the nearby forest to pick berries with the friend, or maybe do some sports together. And the last one, last example I will tell you about is the Baltic Sea Initiative. So as you hopefully know by now, we lie next to the Baltic Sea, and the sea is actually very, very, very important to us Helsinkians, and it is the reason why we want and need to, of course, take care of it. And we are at the moment working on a Baltic Sea initiative, and that is aimed to raising awareness among both visitors but also local residents about the conditions of the sea and how we can help improve its well-being within tourism sector. And we have some ideas, and in the future, the key focus could be, for example, in catching roachfish as a way to remove excess nutrients from the sea, while also turning underused local fish into a more climate-friendly delicacy. And around this theme, we are developing educational and hands-on activities for visitors that connect learning local food culture and environmental action. And this Baltic Sea initiative or the Baltic Sea program, it really brings together a really wide range of stakeholders in the tourism sector, the tourism companies, nature conservation organizations, and also local communities. But I would say these are some of the parts we have during the past year. And like I said in the beginning, it's a learning journey for all of us, for us at the city, for the companies, for all the stakeholders. But I would say that we've been very, very lucky to have such passionate people working with us within the regenerative tourism. And I would say this is the direction we are taking in Helsinki, growing tourism in a way that it creates hopefully value for the communities, the place, and the nature. And I say kiitos, which is thank you in Finnish. And if you have any questions, then I'm of course feel glad to answer them. Thank you.